Welcome to our Cooperate podcast, in which we explore some of the recent developments in research, innovation, and technology across Europe. My name is Marcel Bogers. I'm a professor of open and collaborative innovation at Eindhoven University of Technology. And I'm joined here today by Ondrej Durkac from the Czech Technical University in Prague. Welcome to our podcast. You're also one of the consortium partners in our Cooperate project. So, of course, we are very happy to work with you. But my first question to you is you can introduce yourself a little bit more and tell us a little bit about your function at your university.
Thank you, Marcel. Nice to be here. And yeah, like Marcel said, I'm from Czech Technical University. I'm working on the Department of Technology Transfer and Fundraising. And also I have a new role for being a manager of ranking of our university. So I got like split roles, but I'm taking care of our possible spin-offs and also about the ranking of the university, which is quite challenging, but it's also helping me to understand better the research itself, the innovation, and how disciplines like ranking and technology transfer can help each other. And finding the way how to do that, it's really crucial for my role and also for our university, because in both ways we need some improvement.
Okay. I think we'll get to that point also. I'm a little bit curious though. So is it like a new function that was created recently, or has it been like a long-standing activity at your university?
Actually, the tech transfer office is a long time on our university, but it didn't work properly, let's say. And now we are trying to change the narrative, because we were used to in Czech Republic that researchers try to find some solution or something like that. They took it to our office and then say, yeah, we have something new, it's innovative, and we would like you to sell it on the market. And everybody knows that it doesn't work like that, that you need to know the needs of the market and then you can work on innovation and stuff like this. So we are trying to change this narrative. We are trying to approach to the market, to the companies, ask them what are their needs, and if we can help somehow with that. And then we go back to our university, to our researchers, and we are trying to find the solution. If we have no person who is able to find the solution, we are trying also cooperate with different universities or different professionals and invite them to do the project for the company.
So I think we start to refer already a little bit to the notion of ecosystem, research and innovation ecosystem, which obviously is what we focus on in the project as well. So on that note, I think you already started a little bit the discussion, but could you say a little bit more about, let's say, the status of that ecosystem that is surrounding you? And my next question will be if you can relate some of the developments to what you have, let's say, benefited from being in this Cooperate project, or what were some of the learnings that you already have been implementing as part of being in this consortium?
So the main barriers, let's say, or the challenging things are that I think we in Czech Republic, we were used to be the industrial part of Europe. And we've been always given the task, what is necessary for the market. And we, in quotes, just make it, And now we are missing the main vision. We are not able to say as Czech people, as Czech country, what is our goal as a nation, as a country. And that's, for me, it's the main barrier, because if you do not have the goal, the vision, then you cannot find a path somehow, you just going blind somewhere, then you find out it's not for us, it's not good, so you change the direction. But if you do not have the red flag somewhere in front of you, then it's really, really tough to find the real focus on something you are good at. So this is the main barrier for me and also for our government. And I think for our young students, young researchers, young professors to find this focus and be really passionate about something I really like to do, you know. So this is the main problem for me, but also it is in general the communication. We have big problems to connect government, regional government, industry, and academia. You know, this is the triple helix, which works in Europe somehow properly, but in Czech Republic we have some branches where this works perfectly, and they are small community and they are working together, and it really works, and you can see that the results are perfect. But it is not in general working for our country. So,
And why is that you think that it works in some situations and not in others? What are some of the factors that make it?
it's passion and communication in between people. You know, that's if some company comes, they got good product and they know how to sell it, and they go to the government, regional government of small city or bigger city, and they actually sell their company, and then they can do a lot of things good for the region, then the government says, okay, we cannot decline it because it's good for us. We need it. And also it has impact for the people. And if there is a possibility to connect it also with academia, which has some buildings or some offices there, then it's perfect connection, and it really works, and it really build up the region, and we can see it. But unfortunately, we are not able to copy paste it in different branches.
Yeah, I think in general, also in the project, we are learning that it's in general difficult. You cannot just copy paste, and there's so many factors. And of course, we look at that, different lines of actions and different aspects we try to focus on. But are there maybe some elements of the project itself that have been useful for you and try to get some improvement in parts of these processes? As also, of course, your part of your role in the project was also that we tried to pilot some of the tools and everything. So can you reflect a little bit on that experience?
Well, mainly it is that it's not just a dream, that it can actually work. And I have the proof, from different countries, from different people, from different universities. So it's definitely possible, which is good. And now I have also contacts to different universities, to different companies, and I can show people and representatives of our universities, our industry, and our government that I can connect them, and they can ask important questions to concrete people who give them honest answer, which is pretty good as well, because if you don't know how to do it, then it's very difficult to really have quick results. So I think this is the main improvement for us will be to really have the conversations, take the inspiration, and then a little bit improve it for our environment and our mindset, and then we can do another step. But before that, we understand this. We cannot expect that we will have results we would like to have. No.
And is there any specific area or like a technology or sector that you would focus on, where you say,
we are very well known for automotive, but we really depend on it and only on it, which is not good for industry in general in Czech Republic. And I think the big opportunity right now, and we should not let go away, is AI, because we have really smart people in Czech Republic who working in America and all around the world. And I think if we will be able to build the environment to take them back from abroad and give them the environment and opportunities to show what they really can do, I think that would be something what would be worth it to try. And also people would be curious what we can do in Czech Republic, because the results we have from the people in abroad are amazing.
Yeah. And to what extent do you see a role for the European Union in helping to foster that local ecosystem?
Well, from European Union, it would be really nice to have the opportunities to get easy funding, because for Czech people it's really, really bad to do the administrative workload, with the paperwork to get funding. But it's a question for like Czech system, but also from European Union, it's really tough to get money and then do the all administrative stuff. So it would be really nice to have programs where you can really get easy money to get to some part of TRL, 3, 4, 6, whatever, and have the money for that, only for that, to not having big grants who are supposed to be just for, 10 the best projects, and you have application from 200. It's difficult to get, and also it's difficult to spend the money right way. It would be really nice to have the program which would give the opportunity to pay for whatever is necessary, and so be really hard on the results. You really have to have prototype, or you really need to have proof of concept, or whatever. So that would be really helpful for Czech environment, because we lacking the money all the time, and we need to always somewhere take or give less, because we do not have money to pay the professional, or give the people the money they deserve or they should have, to not leave, or thinking about leaving, or having a time and not having the second job and stuff like this.
Yeah. So funding is a critical factor.
Definitely.
And then, of course, in combination with some of the other aspects, and it all needs to fit together in the ecosystem approach, right? Yeah. So then, of course, based on your experience and having, I think, a broader understanding also of other more and less developed ecosystems, what are maybe your general, let's say, takeaways or advices based on what we did in the project? And of course, you work in general for ecosystems that are trying to develop them along these different lines.
Well, the main takeaway for me personally is the mindset, that in all of your ecosystems, you are supportive. You are open to communicate. You are open to take feedback, give feedback, and learn from it. In Czech, we do that. We give feedback, but we are weak in learning from that, and we have no open mindset at all, and we are not supportive at all. We are jealous. We always finding that has to be some shortcut or something like that, or one is friend of that one, and that's the reason why they get the funding and stuff like this. And this is unfortunate. It's unnecessary completely, And if we are more open-minded, more supportive, then I think as a nation and as researchers, we would be much more successful.
Yeah. So that doesn't really sound like a very quick fix, of course, but I think I agree. It's important. It's part of culture. It's like a long-term, it also requires long-term investments, and not just like money-wise, but as you say, in the mindset, in the way of working.
And also, I think we need leaders in this. Okay. We need good examples, or also we need to invite people who are used to work like this and show us that it's normal and it's possible, and we can do it as well.
No, I think it's very interesting. So if I relate it a little bit to also the ongoing research in innovation ecosystem domain and my own interest and research field as well, I can definitely see that. Of course, it's very important that we understand those ecosystems, that sort of level, and also what's happening within organizations and organizational culture and how do these processes work. but definitely also more of those individual, even sometimes cognitive or leadership type of skills. And all these things need to be connected, right? So I think that's an important agenda in itself. I think both for the academic and the practical side of the story. And I do also hope that, hope you've experienced a little bit also by being part of the project, is that this is something where we can benefit also from learning from each other, from other ecosystems more or less developed, and seeing some of the best practices, and obviously some of the tools that we are trying to develop in the project, and hopefully can continue on that in the future. So I think that's very interesting. I think important lessons, and maybe my final question for you. So now we are close to now ending our project. What are some next steps for you in your work in this domain?
Well, we will keep hard working on technology transfer and actually teaching the researchers that there is a process of tech transfer and they need to keep it if they want to be successful. We will try to be even better to finding the opportunities with the industry and trying to connect them with mentors, so giving them the opportunity to not being alone on everything, but they really can focus just on the research and the perfect product, and all the stuff around we can manage and help them with. And so, I will do my best also with the connection of the ranking of our university, because I believe that we can be better. And it's really just about understanding why it's necessary to give the data and how we actually present the data to the ranking agencies. And also to make some connections, good connections, like in our consortium, and be in touch and stay in touch with different projects, and trying to, give information if we are in some other consortium, invite our friends from different projects, and show that we have really good group of people who are experts and can help in different branches. Or
Sure, great, yeah. So that's it. Even though the project is ending, we're still at the beginning, right? Okay. Well, thank you for your time, and thanks for listening to our podcast, and see you in the next one.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks.